Start is about to climb his rostrum. You can tell the start for this race is where they start the King George. Could be a first-timer. It is.
Racing for the Betfred Handicap chase. Over 3 miles and 18 fences, the same course and distance as they use for the King George here on Boxing Day. Quality just a few rungs lower than that, however, today. Nonetheless, it's Rowley Hill going towards the first, with Jacarado on the outside as they touch down their national diploma as a faller, and Ticket to Ride has been unseated, and also at the back of the field, Ballybough Jack has been hampered and unseated as well. So drama then at the first fence. Bad mistake in the middle of the field there by My Beautiful Loser, whose jockey was jolted forward in the saddle. Just checking back to see that jockeys are okay. Seem to be. The RI knows rider Jimmy McCarthy up on its feet, and the runners making their way to the back. So Binac Moore, the horse that finds itself in front now. Rowley Hill racing in second place. Just tucked in behind them, Mr. Ironman with Jacarado on the outside. Ice Bucket is not far behind them in the blue jacket. Norseman Cataline is next. Charlie's Double chasing the pace, then racing in 6th or 7th place. All jockeys up from that first fence calamity, which is good news, and the horses seem to be fine as well. In the middle of the field at this stage is Adare Prince, racing about 7 or 8 lengths off the gallop then as they cross that next fence over on the far side, where there was a good leap there in the middle of the field by Laudamus. Brave Joe is held up at the back of the pack with Alpha Gamble, Peveril Pride, and Ballybough Jack is continuing. I thought he'd gone, but he's still very much in the race, Tom Siddle, as the runners go over that next fence. So as they continue their way towards the last fence over on the far side, number 6, Binac Moore is the leader with Jacarado, Rowley Hill, Ice Bucket. Mr. Iron Man is touching down in 5th place there, just chasing the leading 4. Going a fair gallop here, that's for sure. Laudamus has made some ground to track the leaders. Gunship is in amongst the thick of things as well. So too is Norseman Cataline in the middle of the field there, with Adare Prince. Brave Joe held up behind them with Alpha Gamble as the runners make their way down towards the home straight. The one that's struggling is Peveril Pride, just a bit detached from the main group. And also My Beautiful Loser is continuing, but on sufferance it would seem. Charlie's Double's dropped out of the contention as well. Bad mistake there by Mr. Iron Man, did well to survive it as they continue now towards fence number 8 here. So Jacarado keeping out of trouble on the outside of Rowley Hill, who's in 2nd place, the favourite with the red cap. Got in tight there though, did Rowley Hill. Ice Bucket racing together on the inside then with Binac Moore, who's had a few positions just behind these leaders. Mr. Ironman, Norseman Cataline, red and yellow stripes on the inside. Laudamus is next. Then comes on the near side Gunship, who just pecked on landing there. Adare Prince going okay with Alpha Gamble in the middle of the field. Ballybough Jack is next, 3 or 4 lengths away, followed by My Beautiful Loser, Peveril Pride, and now the back marker, and driven for all it's worth, is Charlie's Double. Matty Batchelor having to really earn his fee as the runners head off to their point of departure down the side of the course. So on they go, Jacarado from Rowley Hill, Binac Moore and Ice Bucket. Then just behind these leaders as they continue their way over towards fence number 10 is Laudamus, together with Mr. Iron Man in the yellow cap, black jacket with the yellow seams. Norseman Cataline is next as they get ready for that next fence. Again, some rather indifferent jumping there. No casualties this time, though. Alpha Gamble struggled his way over that one as they go towards the open ditch, which is number 11. Bad mistake by Rowley Hill this time. He hit that very hard, did the favourite, when in 2nd place. That cost him just a place or 2 then as the runners head off down the back straight for the final time. The field really spread out by a good 25 to 30 lengths. Jacarado is in front, leads by 2. Ice Bucket now moves into 2nd. Rowley Hill on a recovery mission, racing in 3rd place. Then just behind these leaders then on the inside is Binac Moore, still going okay too is Laudamus, and Dave Cross racing in about 5th place. Mr. Iron Man is next. Binac Moore still there. Making ground now is Adare Prince, and also Brave Joe starting to get into contention as well as they take that next fence, which is the first down the back of the track there. One that's lost its ground is Gunship.
Oh, well, apologies for that. We have lost our pictures from Kempton. We're doing our best to get them back as soon as possible. In the meantime, I have got with me, while the engineers work on that, I've got Daryl Jacob, who rides the favourite Maljimar. Hang on. Oh, we're back. Let's, fingers crossed, let's go back to the cat.
Go to the last fence over on the far side. 4 from home here. Jacarado, Ice Bucket together with Laudamas. Adare Prince now moves into 4th place under a very patient ride from Josh Guerriero. Now he shakes the reins at JP McManus's gelding. Mr. Ironman is 4 lengths behind that one as the runners straighten down the side of the course. Fair old run yet before they get to the last 3 fences. Inside the final half mile here in the Betfred Handicap Chase. And it's Ice Bucket comes through now and takes over for Warren Marston. Leads by about 2 lengths now. Laudamas is being driven. Cruising now into 3rd place goes Adare Prince. He hasn't moved a muscle on that one yet. Jacarado is 4th. Here's 3 out. Ice Bucket comes up towards it, steadies at it. Got over it okay, but Laudamas didn't and is a faller when disputing 2nd place. That leaves Adare Prince as the chief danger now to Ice Bucket. 2 more fences to go. These 2 have kicked clear of the others. Now Adare Prince looms alongside Ice Bucket. They took it together. That was 2 out. They've drawn about 8 to 10 lengths clear of the other horses now. That's Jacarado who's still 3rd, racing up to the final fence end. He shakes the reins on Adare Prince, comes up towards it, finds plenty. Here's the final fence, steadies at it. Coming back for more Ice Bucket, the far side. A great duel at the end of 3 miles. On the near side, Adare Prince finds that little bit more and will make sure. Adare Prince in front. Ice Bucket a gallant 2nd, a long way clear for sure of the others. He'll be headed home by Jacarado. Ballybough Jack stayed on. And then Brave Joe, Mr. Ironman next.
Tell you what, this Philip Hobbs has his horse in tremendous form. This Josh Guerriero, good amateur, rode that, and that one owned by JP McManus. And interesting, we were talking about that on the morning line. Big Mac bumping into JP at a restaurant in London the other day. That's the horse he didn't tell Big Mac about. I've been joined by Daryl Jacob, who